Star Wars Darth Vader Dark Lord of the Sith, Issue 1.
Spoiler alert.
Dark Lord of the Sith starts literally like a second after the events of Revenge of the Sith. Palpatine calls Vader his friend over and over again, and while there might be some sincerity in that statement, he's definitely playing head games. It's kind of like a battered relationship. Anakin, now Vader, can't stop coming back to the source of his pain, not even knowing that Palpatine is the source of his pain. Palpatine has pinned Vader to the ground, threatening him, demanding his loyalty, and telling Vader that his personal vendettas do not matter anymore. What matters now is his service to the newly formed Empire. Vader and Palpatine have a conversation, while the speaker is showering Palpatine with praise in front of a large crowd on a stage. The conversation is interesting. The question of why Sith lightsabers are red actually comes up, and the explanation is kind of silly to me. The kyber crystals are a living thing, which cool, and they can feel pain, okay. And through the dark side, you pour your pain into the crystal, and when your agony becomes unbearable, the crystals will turn a beautiful crimson, as the Emperor says, the color of rage. Is this a big metaphor? Probably not. I was kind of expecting a metaphor, but now we know why Sith lightsabers are red from like a Force perspective. I was kind of hoping for Palpatine to say some kind of metaphorical sentence about why we choose to wield red lightsabers, kind of like Johnny Cash chose to wear all black. What I love about this issue is the first-hand look at the Galactic Empire's rise. We see how things are shaping up. The speaker telling everybody that the Jedi threat is gone, no one will ever have to worry about them again. We see clone troopers tossing lightsabers into an incinerator, while the speaker tells the crowd that they've entered into a new era of freedom. I love stories like this, seeing how basically totalitarian regimes come to power, their doublespeak, how Orwell's 1984 always seems to come into play in every single one of these fictional or real-world examples, calling those who want democracy tyrants, while the real tyrant sneaks in through the back door. It's fascinating how people can support something that on its face value is against their best interest. And this first issue does a good job showing it, both on the small scale through Anakin and Palpatine's conversation, and the larger scale through a big presentation with a charismatic speaker and propaganda. Palpatine says that a Sith's lightsaber is not given, it is taken, and he then sends Vader on a quest of sorts to find a Jedi and take their lightsaber's kyber crystal so Vader can make his own. The shuttle that Palpatine had waiting for Darth Vader seems to have been stolen, and then Vader tracks down the bandits that stole it and slaughters them, taking the ship. I really hope the comic moving forward explores more of Palpatine and Vader's relationship and kind of their rise to power together, the tug of war, the propaganda that spews from the Empire. I hope I see more of that in the following issues, and it's not just about Vader going on a lightsaber quest, and don't get me wrong, that'll be interesting too, but I would love to explore some of the macro world along with the micro world. I would love to see more of the broad look of how the Empire came to power.
My favorite panel.
My favorite panel in this issue is this one, where clones are tossing lightsabers into the incinerator. It's just a perfect visual representation of the path the galaxy is going down. HelloGreedo, out.